What's up guys, welcome back to another Kengan video. Today we're talking about Bodyguards, in particular Katahara Metsudo's personal army. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If you're a fan of these Kengan videos, make sure to join the Discord, link will be in the description. And yep, hope you enjoy. So Metsudo's Bodyguards, as well as the Fang of Metsudo, pretty much form all of Metsudo's power in the form of physical combat and defense. They also serve, or the Bodyguards in general, they serve as the pool which Metsudo will choose the next Fang, as he has many challenges that they must undertake to prove themselves worthy of being the next Fang. As a whole, there's been 8 Fangs at the recording of this video, chapter 53 of Kengan Omega. At what we know of, there's around 500 bodyguards in his personal army, and they're split into different factions and elite squads, as a whole of 11 squads in total throughout those 500, which are each led by a captain. I'll talk about each of the captains in a short time. As a whole, the skill level of each of the bodyguards is pretty much on level of an average Kengan fighter in combat wise. The intellect may not be as high. Through the Annihilation Tournament, fighters can hold their own against him while being taken out by them quite easily. It all depends on the ranking of the bodyguard, as the captains are stronger than the grunts and so on. In addition to the 11 squads, there is a special task force called the Extermination Force. This team of 4 is led by Katahara's son, Retsudo, and they are reserved for special assignments. Each member of the Exterminating Force can easily defeat a bodyguard captain with ease, so you can assume that in the ranking of power in Metsudo's army, you have the Fang of Metsudo top, and then you have 4 members of the Extermination Force, but that could even be interchangeable because we haven't really seen a terrible amount of stuff that the Exterminating Force can do. So there you go, and I'm theorizing that Retsudo could be the current 8th Fang of Metsudo, but it's not confirmed, but that's just my own little theory. Metsudo also has 2 personal bodyguards that protect him at all times, Omori and Takayama, who are the 4th Fang of Metsudo and the closest contender to the 6th Fang of Metsudo around that time. So his personal bodyguards are a Fang and one that's close to pretty much Fang. So you'll say he's Fang tier because Kane Agito was, just an absolute Chad lad level of a Fang. And those 3 together with, this is during Astro time, so whatever the 8th Fang is, they are called the 3 Crows. So his 2 personal bodyguards and whoever the current Fang is, whatever time it is, makes up the title of the 3 Crows. Out of the 500 grunt level bodyguards, most of them were orphans and taken in by Metsudo to be trained, become fighters, and to eventually become the Fang if they were strong enough, just testing them all their might. So they don't really have a family, and their family is being a bodyguard and working for Metsudo. That's really all they know. So now I'll talk about the Katahara Metsudo's personal bodyguards, the Extermination Force, the Special Force, and then quickly on the captain. So Omori, as I mentioned earlier, he was the previous holder of the 4th Fang of Metsudo. His personality isn't very unique really, it's not that crazy to be honest. He's just very level-headed and composed individual, always doing his duties as his master wishes, so an absolute slave boy. His age in Omega right now is 45. As we know, 4th Fang of Metsudo, so top of the food chain in terms of strength. And his other personal bodyguard, Takayama, butcher every name, just how it is. He was once a top candidate to be the 6th Fang Metsudo. We don't know who the 6th Fang Metsudo became, but we can assume, actually no, we do know who the 6th Fang Metsudo became, but he, as we know, lost that title, was defeated most likely and didn't become that. He was also defeated by Agito during the Annihilation Tournament when he was going to replace him, and Agito, defeated him in battle to prove that he is, just too strong, absolute chavard. He's stern, brutal man, short temper, can go kinda insane at times, as we've seen him just go absolutely ravage through people. His age in Kengan Omega is 39. Mentioned earlier, we have the Extermination Force led by Captain Katahara Metsudo's son. His age in Omega is 23. He seems to have some connection or some respect from Oma and Rain, as we saw in the big reveal in chapter 50 for Oma being alive, and then Retsudo making an appearance a few chapters later and then telling him what to do pretty much, so we can assume he is quite strong. The extent of his strength is said to be above a captain, and he was able to best a captain quite easily, so we can assume that he's either the strongest fighter in Retsudo army or second next to the Fang. So that's what I have here. As well, in the Extermination Force, we have someone named Haiwa, Kaike, and Misasa. So there you go. There's also a special force that's led by Nikado Ren, as we know in the Annihilation Tournament, and then with his other 4 members, special force there. Their orders are somewhat similar to the Extermination Force, but more unsecreted and in the open, as the special forces are pretty open about what they do, and that is to do not the extreme extermination stuff, but to just do other special stuff that captains will not be required for. So the captains we have here, I'm just going to put their names up on screen with like an image of them, because you know I can't even be bothered saying them, probably just going to pronounce all of them wrong. Oh, we've got some guy called Jay there, so there we go. Got this guy here with the cool looking hair. So all these guys here are just pretty much captains, as we see. There's also some other people that we've seen throughout the story that have been under metsudo. So with these guys here, these three, nice and easy. So all these captains, they're all probably stronger than all the bodyguards. If I had to rank the strengths of the metsudo's army or the bodyguards as a whole, number 1 would be all the fangs, so fangs. Number 2 would be Retsudo. Number 3 would be the maybe other personal bodyguard who wasn't able to become a fang. Then I would say maybe the special force captain, so Nikado Ren would probably be there. And then slightly below them would be just his special force members and the captains, with the extermination force, as mentioned before, stronger than the captains. So we'll go with that. So yep. And that's pretty much it for the bodyguard, I would have to say. So, you know, Katahara Metsudo, you know, absolute madder, has like a personal army of at least top dogs. We got Fangs and Metsudo who are top in the Kengan as a whole. We got people who can rival them, probably in turn Retsudo. We got people who are candidates next to that who could probably be top tier fighters in the tournament. They're not left out, because that's just how strong as a whole his forces are. And the bodyguards, hopefully we learn more about that. Hopefully we learn more about Retsudo. That's what I really want to know about the most. Maybe something for the captains, but Retsudo, is he the 8th Fang? Is he not? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yep, that's it guys. Peace.